Off we go!
This should be where Kokomi said to meet her. Do you still remember this place? Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too. Things on the island must have changed a lot since then.
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into two teams, one to draw their attention, and the other to circle around behind enemy lines and set fire to their ship. They'd have nowhere to run. Then again, Madame Kokomi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone before our troops arrived. Her Excellency's
Sir!
Her Excellent...
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into two teams. Can we ask you to keep them occupied?
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away with it.
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy lines and sabotage their ship. Let's meet back here afterward. Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us.
You'll get frostbite.
Let's light it up! The story has only just begun!
Disappear!
Oh, so sorry.
Aggression is personal. Frozen.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Freeze! Windblade! Stay back!
End this quickly.
Turning point! Dodge this!
Just get frostbite.
With the wind! Get back!
You get careless. This is it.
Cool it!
Feels close.
I'm going in!
Decay! New life!
Get careless. Have a load of this.
Dodge this!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Shouldn't get careless.
Stay
Have a load
back!
of this.
Cool it!
Let's move.
Devouring claw!
Let's light it up!
Freeze! Windblade!
Comrades, they've set the ship on fire. An arson attack. Curse them. They leave us no choice but to attack. Comrades, let's make them regret it. Time to fulfill my duty.
The story has only just
No slacking
begun!
off.
Windblade!
You can't run. Cover. That should be fun. I know you got it. Killjoy! We've only just begun. You can't run!
Oh, so sorry. Cool it.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Killjoy! We've only just begun. You can't run! Well,
Why do they never miss?
don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun.
Freeze.
You can't run! Well,
The story has only just begun!
don't be a killjoy!
Leave it
We've
to
only
me.
just begun. No slacking off! You
Windblade!
can't run! Well,
Keep going in! Huh?
I see through you!
Adventure time!
Cool it.
Now you got it! Don't be a killjoy!
Disappear.
We've only just begun. You can't run!
Duplicate frostbite. Freeze.
Thunder! It isn't time for a killjoy! We've only just begun.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Stay away from me!
No slacking off! This should be fun! You can't run!
With the wind!
It isn't time for a killjoy! We've only
Let's light it up!
Get back!
Huh?
With the wind!
I'm going in!
Leave it to me! Kane! New life!
How can this be?
Huh?
This moment will be frozen in time.
I've got my duty.
Hey!
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see! Oh, wow! This is a whole book! Is it all Kokomi's directives?
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them. I have 5 more volumes with me.
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex.
Oh, understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down. Must have taken Kokomi a heck of a long time.
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish? Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population return to normal life. About half of us are still... Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and screaming.
The spirit of the resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory feast. Do you know where we can find her, Guru?
I believe Her Excellency is currently at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person. We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, On your way over, please check in on the soldiers. I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They won't say. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit. I suspect there's trouble afoot.
Sounds good. Paimon was just thinking it'd be good to see everyone again. Ready when you are.
Let the wind lead.
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your efforts. I wasn't with Swordfish 2, but I did see you in Tatara's. Oh, you really gave it. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, victory's to clip. I don't know what. And all the more so now.
What a nice guy. Let's go.
Peace at last. Living the dream. I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. So, do you need something? Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything. Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're at peace now, finally, and I, for one, intend to make the most of it.
I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break.
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryou Commission.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui.
I knew it! The Tenryou Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kinda—
Shh! Keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there. What you talking about?
Captain, you're back. Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. He's one of our closest advisors. For all—
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to—
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there. But if they aren't gonna talk, we might as well head over to the village.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryou Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi. I knew something was off about a Tenryou Commission merchant.
I'm innocent! Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island. Take him away!
Wait! Kokomi, there you are! Something's going down over here! You should take—
Your Excellency! This merchant is suspected of criminal. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but—
I haven't!
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get— Matsuda, Uchimura, But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance. If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But, excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some
Of course! I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold on. But then...
And why should we believe you? So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryou Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What? The Tenryou Commission are colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
What, the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? Seems We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing. Kokomi, do you know anything about it?
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo, Sara, and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started... If that's the case, sir...
Yes, it's the truth, I swear! They stole my...
Very well. However, if...
Yes, of course.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation? Good. I look forward to seeing how you've progressed lately. I also have a few new things to teach you. Alright, follow me.
If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a Hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui...
Looks pretty heavily...
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemy is in the light, while we are... I think option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. Nothing more than a few scattered remnants. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example, a store of gunpowder cakes. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a devastating blow. They'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would... Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor, you add a touch of lightning, and together we can shock them into submission.
Wow, that's our grand...
That will depend on our assessment of our... A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution. With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle. But absolute stealth would be required during the operation, or we'd risk exposing ourselves. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. All right, we'll draw them out first to minimize damage to the camp itself. I haven't had much chance to fight alongside you in the past, and still, not to worry. Okay, let's go. Allow me!
Well met.
Let's move out.
Let's light it up, Joy. We've only just begun. Shouldn't get careless.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
You can't run. Well, stay back. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Rest and rebuild!
You can't run. Well, get it together. Life. I miscalculated.
Let's light it up!
Billowing surge! Allow me!
You haven't seen the last of us. That seemed to work.
Barbados!
Killjoy! We've only just begun. This first.
Rest and rebuild!
You can't run!
Let's move out.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun. You can't run! Well, neither can I.
Oh, so sorry.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun. I see through you!
Let's light it up!
Can't run! Well, neither can I.
Covenant of the Deep!
Killjoy! We've only just
Teamwork
begun.
is dreamwork!
Went too far. Use this first.
Hold the line!
Leaving so soon. That's hey! New life! Stay! Let's collect myself. Dodge this!
Let's light it up!
Allow me!
Wind, hear me! I'm going in!
What's this?
Billowing surge!
Don't get frostbite. Freeze.
Rest and rebuild! That wasn't quite what I'd call by the book. But it happens. Battles are complex things, and the situation evolves constantly.
Seems like as soon as the fighting started, the plan went out the...
And yet, the outcome is quite satisfactory. A testament to your ability. I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably, they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the merchant's story is true, the inventory should be here.
All right, time to take a look around. So these are the Fatui food supplies? Whoa, this place is chock full of bomb-making materials. This is way too dangerous. We should tell Kokomi right away and figure out the best way to deal with it. Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant? There's a lot of stuff. Some of it has the Tenryou Commission emblem. Yep, this has gotta be it.
zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods of food, medicine, farming tools. All essential for post-war recovery. By contrast, it's in all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic
We're not just gonna...
Don't worry. I had already in my recently issued...
Kokomi!
I wish that were true. Take this alleged... The low energy doesn't
huh?
Nothing. It's not long now until the victory.
Got it!
My goods! Thank you, Your Excellency. And thank you, Captain. You see, I told you I was innocent.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As agreed, this is sufficient to establish his innocence.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there will also be a fine, the amount of which...
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your mistakes.
Wait a minute,
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try to track down the owners. I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk? Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you. It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine. You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya. It was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as the shogunate do. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can... If we reconcile with them, the god who...
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides the fight...
I know...
I appreciate your...
Wonderful. We're all counting on you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... Fancy meeting you. Do you know? My daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this... I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn... I mean, just look at Her Excellency. Still so young, but so...
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look at...
Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish 2? Will he be based on Watatsumi Island from now on?
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time. Are you all right?
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen.
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's fantastic. I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the
That's today?
Yes,
I see. Oh, let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine. Then we'll go and make... Yay! The victory! That's the name of the game. There'll be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Great! See you tomorrow! Kokomi isn't here yet. That's weird. She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. Let's wait a little longer. is she still not here? Do you think she could be in trouble? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
So strange. Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario in her general operational directives. Let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
Kokomi really does think of everything. All right, let's find the place she wrote about and have a look.
What's the hurry?
Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive? It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look. Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory feast today. What happened?
It's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away!
No, it's nothing like that. It's just... my energy is completely spent.
You run on energy? You mean you're like a ruin guard?
No, it's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the infinitely capable person I present myself as. You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. I'll keep working at it. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. And truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the Divine Priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard-won, and I want them to feel at ease.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway through.
We'll find it for, and then we'll read it.
You do that for me? Thank you. I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Whoa, look at all these petitions! So does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's resting? Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow Statement. Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. Watatsumi Island Monthly Maintenance Expenses Breakdown? This is a lot of work for one person, and it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet day to day. It's no wonder she gets burnt out from time to time. Let's track down that book and help her feel like herself again. Hey, look! Swordfish Captain came back today.
That's just, give it...
Guess that was the wrong one. It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one, so she must have finished reading those already. Ooh, it's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand a thing. Well, let's take it over and read it to her. Kokomi, is this the book you wanted?
I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit out loud? Yes, that's the one. Thank you.
Kokomi? Kokomi! Oh no, she's fallen asleep. What are we gonna do? Tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just around. You sure that's a good... She does look pretty exhausted.
Avoid disaster. The war's over. Did you sleep? What time is...
Yep, you've been out for 8...
I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves...
Woohoo! Kokomi's back to full energy! Good to have you back.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh, how much energy will...
Don't worry, I've got...
That's great!
Welcome, everyone! Today is the day that we celebrate our... Recently, none of us can know. Thank you all for... This feast is held... tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad it's all going smoothly. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather? I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion, and I'm concerned that something might happen at—
Okay, sure. We'll go ask around.
Watatsumi, recently... Well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out on the ocean to fish. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying. We'd go to bed. I hear you're captain of...
Oh, no.
Come on.
Okay.
Hey there! Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you... Are you referring to the thing about the... It's funny you should say that the soul... He's been acting... It's a miracle. Sorry, I'm afraid...
Sounds promising.
Cool it!
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. You actually came back. I thought you'd have...
Nuh-uh! We would never...
Is that so? All anyone... Do you remember what the most important... You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. I'll answer your questions, but only if...
Ugh, this guy. What do you think?
We'll see...
Windblade!
You're a strong fighter. No wonder you really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can... Captain. We made it up. The story about the Tenryou...
What? Poor Kokomi! What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryou...
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn. What's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back? We are the Resistance. Everything... We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun. But we can put faith in ourselves. Surely you agree with that?
His point does kinda make sense, but something about it doesn't feel... Yeah! Everything you said just now was pure speculation, wasn't it? Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for, all because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it matters anymore? You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle? Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the... I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sangonomiya if you want, but you're...
Too late? What do you mean? Darn. Doesn't seem like he's... What are we gonna do? This is really serious. We need to give...
What's the... Freeze!
out a few things. The whole thing about the Tenryu Commission colluding with the Fatui is baloney! They made it all up! They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war. And they said it's too late to try and stop them, no matter what we do.
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this. I think I understand what Kozin means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow, but both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is safe and secure. I highly suspect that one of Kozin's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations.
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to head over there now and switch out the guards?
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryu Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger of war breaking out once again. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the issue of not knowing who to trust.
Sounds like a really tricky situation. So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls these soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not there. Let's meet here again tomorrow. Well, the peace talks are upon us. How do you feel? Prepared? Here, take this. These are some directives I wrote last night. I took the liberty of writing them all down.
Whoa. Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack, seize hostages. Wow, there are so many! But you've thought of a solution to each one! Paimon suddenly feels a lot less nervous.
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional. It is a major step forward both for Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate. But any amount of dissatisfaction within our as the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island. Excellent. Okay, time to head off.
cry.
It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. He's here to bear witness to the proceedings. He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it. The first item is the Maritime Administration issue. During wartime, we intend—
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe in our hands.
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smoothly.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce. Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential—
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover not to mention that you're—
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely.
You Kujo scum! Comrades, never trust the Kujo! Let's get them!
Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it?
But hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu! The situation has changed. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, Madame Kujo. This is rather serious.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished You two, here, now! Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion, as...
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just... With respect, ma'am.
That's enough. Might I remind you should be having...
The Fatui's main forces...
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for it. One day, I will hunt. We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have...
But of course, for the time being, however,
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Committee.
Seems like Kujo-sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should be smooth.
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryo Commission's internal issues.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Your Excellency,
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryo Commission to be untrustworthy. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryo Commission plot. Yet...
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, aren't all of our efforts going to waste? I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory, even if it...
I understand your sentiments, but during the war there were highs and there were... But you saw nothing. Watatsumi Island's... I understand. It was largely an...
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. Either way, we are ready to...
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join, but be warned, the training will be grueling.
Your Excellency, what are you saying?
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the most... I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you.
All right, dismissed. And if there is, there will be no more leniency.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we thank you for this opportunity, Your
I think that's finally everything in... I can feel my energy level starting to drop. Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more. Recovering. Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go before too long. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a handful of people are involved. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. Do you think so? To be honest, I'm still a long way off what's expected of a Divine Priestess. In the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure everyone could live a happy life. But I realized now that wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of aspirations, and just as many measures of happiness. I have a lot. In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you